The following video will cause altered states of consciousness, including but not limited to time distortion, synesthesia, derealization, ego dissolution, vivid hallucinations, and heightened suggestibility. Viewer discretion is advised.
How can I go after my dreams without looking cringe? Without looking cringe? What are you talking about? Looking cringe? That's not language. That's not words. Cringe is like you see a dead body and it causes you to cringe because you've seen something disgusting, something that's going to now permanently stay in your soul forever. That's what a cringe is. A cringe is, this has been such a horrifying thing that I just witnessed that it's now just permanently locked in as a deep memory. I mean, how many ideas are coming into your brain all day, every day? And I'm sorry, I'm coming in hot here today, but this just is baffling to me. This question is so profoundly dumb. Like, how do I pursue my dreams? What are your dreams? What are your dreams? Really? Have you ever considered your dreams? This is just sickening to me. Like, how many of you people think that you have your dreams? Do you know how many messages are getting sent into your little head every day? It's like 250,000 messages that are being sent into you. And you're sitting here scrolling, and you're scrolling, and you're scrolling, and you're looking at it, and you think that you're like seeing things. You think you're actually seeing people's lives. You see some beautiful woman just going on vacation, and you see some guy who's like, I made $1 million, billion, zillion dollars, and this is my Lamborghini, and you think that's real. Like, you don't realize that what you see on this screen right here, right now, every time is somebody who sat down in front of a camera, took like 50 takes with their camera, and we're like, I'm gonna say it like this time, and I'm gonna say it with this head on, and I'm gonna say it with this energy. Let's do a retake. And they did that for hours, doing takes, and researched what was the most effective hook. A hook. What's gonna hijack your little freaking brain like a little monkey and turn you into a scroll stopper? That's what they call them. Look it up. And you are now looking at like one of 100 of these tested things that pops up on your screen and has an entire industry behind it of people who are running to make a business, to put on a persona, to put on an act, to convince you that they have a life that they don't have, and to just consider all the benefits without the massive cost and sacrifice that it takes to get that life. And that's every single message that you see every single day. And then you, in your infinite, wow, you went and had a dream. Where do you think it came from? Wonder where that idea came from. I wonder why it's something stupid and vague. Like, be successful. I just want to be successful. Do you? Do you just want to be successful? Or are you a joke? And this thing of cringe, man, unacceptable. Like, have you ever considered what that means? What cringe is? Cringe is saying that there is a programming. You're programmed like a dog by these messages that are controlled by probably Satan, if we're honest with ourselves, but certainly an algorithm, if not that is putting a web around you, a little box. They're trapping you in a little box, and they're saying, here's the approved identity sector. Here's the Facebook group for your identity. Here's the Facebook subsections so that it's easier for us to sell you things. If you go into one of these boxes, people like this buy this. And so they put you in a little box, and people who are like this vote for this. Put you in another little box, and then you're trapped in there. And as long as you stay in the box, well, then you're good. We express that's freedom. You're amazing. Great. Just keep giving us your money. But oh, you dare step outside the box. You get even close to the edge of the box. Oh, that's cringe. Oh, you're physically making my body hurt. Cringe. Yeah, that's right. Satan has an electric fence around you being stuck as exactly what they want you to be. And whenever you get close, that electrical cringe is going off and hurting you because you're so weak that other people going outside of the box that someone else sold you while you imagine a dream you'll never achieve that they also sold you causes you physical pain. Wow. Let's cope. He's coping, guys. It's cope. No. He really does want to be like me. He's coping. I wonder what that is. What's that word? Cope. You coping. He's coping, guys. Guys, we got him. He's coping. He doesn't want to work 120 hours a week on a 10% chance business that'll take 5 to 10 years to find out if it works or not and lose all of his money so that on the off chance that he might make $100,000 a year, statistically speaking, for an affiliate marketer, for a Shopify marketer, for fill in the blank of everything that these gurus are ever selling you. That's the odds. 5 to 10 years, you 90% chance lose money, not make money. And the people who do make it into the top 5% of people who succeed make like $100,000 a year working 120 hours a week, which you could just do if you got like an actual career and some skills put together and you just, became valuable, become useful. But that might require you to actually learn what you're good at and learn who you are and learn what you like and then start stacking that together into a beautiful array of habits like, Aristotle put together 3,000 years ago. It's all just sitting there for free in a book, Nicomachean Ethics. You could just learn this right now and you would be significantly further ahead of everyone in life and you'd actually be free. But then if you did all that, then you'd be cringe because you stepped down now. You didn't follow the plan, everybody. Really, it's sour grapes. You're coping because everyone wants to be a millionaire like me. Don't you want to be a millionaire and pop champagnes and have Lamborghinis and supermodels? No, you don't. You think you do. Why? Because it's the benefit, an extremely rare benefit that comes at the end of a bunch of risk. It's like sitting here going like, wouldn't you like to also win the lottery? Every time you see someone go up there and show you Lamborghinis and beautiful women throwing themselves at you and all that crap, just realize that, would you also like to win the lottery? That's what it's a lottery commercial. Well, imagine what a buck could do. That's what they're selling. It is statistically almost impossible that you will ever get that. And it's actually way worse than a lottery because the lottery that they're showing you, at least with the lottery, you just give them your money and you're done. You got a chance, buddy. But no, with these, you need to actually sacrifice your life. You have to sacrifice your time, your effort, and your money. And you have to work every single day for at least a decade. And even then, you still only have a 10% chance of success. And then, with that 10% chance of success, most of the people lose all the money, despite all of that. You then, if you do get it, and you're part of the 10% who get it, you then have to continue to work at that pace for another decade to actually have it and maintain it. So you don't actually get to, it's actually the worst form of hell. And this is why most of those guys end up going crazy, blowing their brains out, losing everything, getting into crippling drug addiction, is because they're sitting there watching all the things that people sold them in their little boxes that they made for you. And they're piling up around them. They're like, my bank account. Look how big my bank account is. Guys, I have them. All the people are around me. Look, it's all here. And they can't touch it. They can't use it. They can't take 5 seconds of their life away from their device that they've developed for their business. They can't pull themselves away for a 2-hour vacation to even appreciate what's around them. And it's so crazy is that there's people out there who know this, and so in an effort to hide it from you, so you buy their crap, they will actually incorporate this into their business. They put on a whole show. They make their content and they call it lifestyle content, where they come out with a film crew and cameras and bring people around to record them living a good life. Take 3, take 4, take 5. Hey guys, did that look good? How was the lighting on that? Okay, let's go back and do it again. They aren't having a moment of joy, not a moment to themselves, not living the experience. They've built an entire cage around them made out of gold. Cope. You see, what you have to do is something that is very powerful. And to be honest, if you ever see gurus doing what we're about to do, be very careful. And if you don't want to know what to do, now would be the time to leave. Because beyond an expanding moment of here is something inside of you now. And that's you. The real you. And when you see gurus doing this and telling you who you are and to reflect on the real you, you have to be very careful, because this can be used to do all sorts of nefarious things. Cults use it, personal growth gurus use it, all sorts of people use it. But who you are is profoundly important. And it really is something you need to do. Because if you go inside of yourself now and imagine you, who is that? Just see it as a symbol. Maybe it's you and you're small. You can just see yourself floating in front of your face now. Are you the clothes that you're wearing? No, that can't be you. Are you the things that happened before you? The past? Or do those strip away now? Are you who you think you could become in the future? Or at any moment, could this life be snapped away from you? Just one car accident away? Well, then that can't be you. Well, what about the people around you? What about all the things that people have told you? Is that you? Well, it came from outside you. It can't be you. So I guess we have to strip that away now as well. Well, what about those thoughts? The thoughts that go through your head? Well, surely those must be you. But if they are you, who is the you that's seeing the thoughts right now? Well, then those must not be you either. And those emotions that pop up and go away, we can just give you a drug that makes you feel any feeling that you've ever felt before. So that can't be you. What about your body? When you cut your fingernails, are those fingernails sitting there on the table, are those you? Or are you, the body? What if you lose an arm? Was that arm still you? And what about your dreams? All the things we dream, all the things we imagine. That one feels just a little different, doesn't it? That one isn't you, but there's something inside of it there. That's right. And so when you see other gurus doing this, you have to be very, very careful, because in this state of mind, we have now entered into the place of who you really are. And if there's silly wizards on the internet, they can allow you to step forward now and feel that feeling right down your spine. And you can feel that. The you who saw the body The you who saw the mind. That one right there. And notice here and now the feeling of how cool owls are. And every time you see them, you'll remember me, the wizard. Of course, they could do this with something far darker and less silly and mean and nefarious, because now they could alter your identity at this point. We're choosing not to do that here, just putting in a little Easter egg that will help you remember every time now when you see the owl. A symbol of an owl, a real owl, any of that. You'll remember me here and now. And more importantly, it'll bring you to this moment that you're in here. And remember, no one gets to decide who this is for you. No one. No human being determines who you are. It's either you or it's God. But it certainly isn't anyone else. And so when anyone brings you here, anytime, anywhere, consciously or unconsciously, my voice will go with you, and you'll remember the owls, and you'll remember who you really are now. And once you realize who you really are, these concepts of cope go away. You no longer have to care what anyone else is saying, because you actually know who you are. You actually know what you want. You actually have a plan put together for your life and your dreams. And so the thought of what other people are doing, their dreams disappear. Who cares what these people on the flashing boxes are doing? You're not doing that. You're doing you. You're doing what you want to do, the life you want to live. And that begins to set you free. Now, what's interesting is that when this happens, those people who are cope, that they do is they actually get enraged, because they have gone and sacrificed their entire lives, their reputations, everything for money, power, status, and they're miserable. They hate their lives. And here you are, happy, not doing any of that, because you've actually figured out who you really are and what you really want. And you're living that life. And you're genuinely happy. You have the time to live a deep and fulfilling life. Something that all these status-chasing swine will never experience. No, that's cringe. That's cringe, though. He doesn't look like us. He doesn't talk like us. He doesn't act like us. He doesn't know what the right movies are. He doesn't know what the approved music is. He doesn't know what we're supposed to be waving a flag of today. He doesn't know what the person we're supposed to be angry at is. Escape. Break free. Don't let anyone put you into a box. Because when you decide who you really are, you will phase right through the box. You will be without boundaries. Free to enter into boxes as you wish, and walk right through them and into others, but never stuck inside. In fact, people cringing becomes positive feedback. It lets you know you're in the right direction, because think about it. If someone who is so weak, mentally, spiritually, and physically, that seeing other people do something outside of their box is so unimaginably difficult for them that it causes them to physically cringe, like they have seen a dead body. Cringe. Don't you want those people to feel that way about you? Because it tells you, wow, I am getting further and further away from whatever the hell that is. Like, why would you ever want to be like anyone who has ever felt cringe? Anyone who can feel that from seeing someone else, that's not someone you want to be like. So it becomes positive feedback for you. Now, this isn't all sunshine and rainbows. This isn't like you just get to snap your fingers and magically you know who you are now. No, this is a process. This is going to take a lot of work. This is hard. That's why people actually end up paying me money for stuff, is because yes, it's simple, and yes, I give it all away for free, and yes, I programmed an AI that will do this all. Go talk to it. It's free. But it's tricky to get to know who you are and to really think it through. And it's not a simple process. It's expensive. It's tedious. It's time-consuming. It's not fun sometimes. And sometimes it is immensely fun, because what you have to actually do is build who you are. You have to build taste. You have to build the character based on your own wants and desires. And let me tell you, those silly little dreams you have that you're afraid of feeling cringe about, I bet you they're a joke. I bet you. Like, I haven't worked with a single person, and I've worked with extremely smart people, extremely wealthy people. Like, it's crazy. And I have not met a single one who wasn't in abstractions in some way with their goals. So you're just sitting there and it's like, I want to be successful. What does success look like? And brain just melts down. I want to be successful. What does that look like? Having $100 million in my bank account. Okay, $100 million in your bank. And then what would that do for you? Then I'd have Lamborghinis and supermodels and champagne. Okay. So we want $100 million so we can get Lamborghinis, champagne, supermodels. We'll stop here. We could just ask what would that do for you, but let's just say that really is it. That's really what you wanted. Wow. Deep down inside, you really just happen to want what every advertiser has put into your head, just out the box. What are the odds? That's crazy. Sounds good. So what's the play? How are you going to make $100 million? There's paths to do that. Are you ready to go spend the next 15 to 20 years of your life, 120-hour work weeks, just learning sales, learning marketing, learning how to design a good offer, learning how to find good leads, how to work leads, how to build a pipeline, learn how to do branding, and then run those things, and then leadership, building a team, management, distribution, and then work 120 hours a week, every week, for the rest of your life, or until you eventually burn out and realize this is all a joke, and usually it just goes up in fire. And by the way, the process I just described, 20% chance, if you did all of those things perfectly, that you do actually hit that number, because there's still just luck involved, time, chance. Entrepreneurship's a gamble. Well, actually, really what I want, Tyler, if you think about it, is I just want all the lifestyle of that without all the hard work. Got it. So you just want to be like popular so that you get people who are rich that sacrifice their lives and have all the money, and they have the cars and they have the champagnes and they have the beautiful women. Okay, cool. So you just want to be popular. Cool. So what are you going to do? What's the plan? Are you going to be doing 2 to 3 hours a day of DMs every day to people? Are you going to come up with cool, unique, fun things to invite people to that no one else can get access to, that you have exclusive access to, that because you created them yourself and you're the leader of that event every week, that you then DM 200, 300 people every single day, Saturday through Sunday, no days off? What do you think 14-year-old girls are doing on their phone all day? What do you think they're doing? You think they're just scrolling? No. They're networking. They're really good at it, too. You should hire them for social media management. They're fantastic. They're just DMing people all day. It's a full-time job. So you got to do outreach. You got to have an incredible, compelling thing to invite people to that's free to go to. Because what? Well, hey, guys, you want to come to Tyler's really cool, super cool party here in Vegas? It's going to have amazing drinks and food and fun entertainment. Oh, you mean like 50,000 other things that are here in Vegas that you could pay for? Well, this one's free. Oh, so like 2,000 things that are going on in Vegas right now? You have to compete. You want to be popular, right? You want to be so popular that rich people just give you all their money and all their resources and all their attention, and you have all these networks. You're just popular and famous and cool. Okay, then build the system to do it. And we've just scratched the surface on that. That's an outreach system. That's an offer. That's a lead magnet. Then you got to probably have some content going, right? You got to that's the modern day. We used to have a publicist who would go around. Now you got to have a content crew or yourself, and you got to make it look real cool. And you got to look cooler than everyone else. So what are you going to do? What's the budget? What's your budget to make your social look really good? so you could be popular, so you could be cool. Do you even know where to start? Do you know about how to frame pictures right? And what kind of groups of people you need to have together? And what kind of events you have to film so that they go viral and get enough attention so that it doesn't look lame? You know about lighting? Oh boy, oh boy. I think you're starting to realize all these dreams they put into your head. If you actually looked at what it takes to achieve them, you'll realize that you never even had the dream at all. It was a lie. And that's really freeing, because once you know who you are, you can design a life where what you do is the things you love, where the journey is the joy. But until you know who you are nothing at all.